In this video, I'll show you how to use verb ing form in the Korean language. Gerund is a form that is derived from a verb, but it functions as a noun. To form a gerund in Korean, we take the verb stem and add 는거 or 는것. Verb stem plus 는거 is more conversational expression than 는것. Let's go over examples of gerund using the verb 먹다, which means to eat in Korean. Generally speaking, you can get the verb stem if you drop the verb ending ta from the plain form. So in this case, we know that the stem of the verb 먹다 is 먹. Therefore, eating in Korean is 먹는 거 or 먹는 것. We can use the gerund as a subject and object of a sentence in Korean in conjunction with postpositional particles. When we say eating is important, eating is the subject of the sentence. Therefore, we need to put a subjective particle after 먹는 것. 먹는 것이 중요하다. As we're going to focus on the use of a gerund in this video, you can check out the Korean adjectives explained video to learn more about the verb conjugation. 은 is another subjective particle. 먹는 것은 중요합니다. Put slightly more emphasis on the subject 먹는 것, whereas 먹는 것이 중요합니다 emphasizes the verb 중요합니다. 먹는 거가 중요해요 is more conversational than 먹는 것이 중요해요. In this example, subjective particle 가 is used as 먹는 거 ends with an open syllable instead of 먹는 것, which ends with a closed syllable. 먹는 거는 중요해 is more conversational than 먹는 것은 중요해. In this example, subjective particle 는 is used as 먹는 거 ends with an open syllable instead of 먹는 것, which ends with a closed syllable. Subjective particle 니은 is also used for a short conversational phrase. 먹는 건 중요해. Let's also go over examples of a gerund that is used as an object of the sentence. When speaking in Korean, it is pretty common to omit the subject of the sentence. In this example of I like eating, the full sentence is 나는 먹는 것을 좋아한다. 먹는 것을 좋아한다 is also used often. In that case, it is assumed that someone likes eating, but you need to figure out who likes eating based on the circumstance. 을 is the objective particle used for a closed syllable word, 먹는 것. Objective particle 를 is also used as 먹는 거 ends with an open syllable. Adjective particle 리을 is also used for a short conversational phrase. Verb ing is also used for a continuous action. To form a verb in Korean for a continuous action, we start with the verb stem followed by 고 있다. From the previous example, 먹다 means to eat. We take the verb stem 먹 and make it 먹고 있다 to express a continuous action. Here's another example with 가다, which means to go. 가고 있다 means the subject is going. To make a sentence using this expression, conjugation of verb to be 있다 is applied. For actions that are taking place right now, you can also use 은다 or 는다 verb endings. To say a subject is going right now, we take the stem 가 and add verb ending 은다. 집에 간다 means the subject is going home now, and 간다 in this example is often used in a conversation. 간다 is also used as a general statement in present tense. 오늘은 집에 간다. Let's take a look at another example with 먹다. 밥을 먹는다 is a general statement. In this example, there's not enough information whether the subject is eating right now. All we know is this is a present tense. If this expression is used in a conversation, 밥 먹는다 is understood that a subject is eating now. More obvious expression is verb stem followed by 는 중이다, which translates to in the middle of an action. 중 is a Sino-Korean word for middle. 먹는 중이다 means the subject is in the middle of eating. 가는 중이다 means the subject is in the middle of going. To make a sentence using this expression, conjugation of verb to be 이다 is applied. For an honorific verb stem, a matching honorific verb ending 시는 중이다 needs to be used. 가다 does not have a separate honorific verb, so we take the original verb stem and make it honorific by saying 가시는 중이다. 드시다 is an honorific form of verb to eat, therefore 드시는 중이다 is a proper expression. Now it's time for the most complicated part of the Korean language, verb conjugation. This table shows 3 expressions we reviewed in this video: verb plus ing for continuous action, in the middle of an action, and a present action. Let's quickly go over how you apply these rules using verb to do 하다, including the negative form. 하고 있다 is the plain form. 하고 계시다 is the honorific form. You can also add 안 to form the negative expression. 안 하고 있다, 안 하고 계시다. You can also make it negative by saying 하고 있지 않다, 하고 계시지 않다. To say in the middle of an action, 하는 중이다, 하시는 중이다. To say subject is not in the middle of an action, 안 하는 중이다, 안 하시는 중이다. You can also say 하는 중이 아니다, 하시는 중이 아니다. For the present action, which is more conversational, 한다, 하신다. To make it negative form, 안 한다, 안 하신다. This is the end of the Korean verb in the form of ing explained. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos to come.